how people get pinched and irritated nerves. And what I have here is I have a picture of a brain and a spinal cord and some nerve roots coming off of the spinal cord. And what you can see here is obviously the brain is contained in the skull, and the spinal cord is contained inside the vertebra of the spine. And we're going to add in all the vertebra going all the way down. And what you'll notice here is in the lower part of the spine, where typically a lot of people get pinched nerves, they get a condition called sciatica, where the nerves in the lower part of the spine are irritated. You can see here, this is the anatomy of it. These are the spinal nerve roots that join up into the sciatic nerve trunk, and they exit between the lower vertebra of the spine here. What you can see here is how the nerves interact with the skeleton in the whole body. Okay, and we'll turn it around here, and you can see how those nerves come out between the vertebrae here in the neck, and they go all the way down your arms. There's nerves that go all into your chest. There's nerves in the lower part of the spine that go down the legs. And you can see that here. There's the brain and the whole nervous system. There's the brain and the spinal cord. So you can see all the nerves and how they travel all throughout the body. And typically what happens is you'll get an irritated nerve somewhere in the body. And the thinking used to be that bones, individual bones in the neck or in the lower back would come out of place, and they would pinch on one of these nerves as it's coming out away from the spine, because as you can see, these holes that these nerves come out of are pretty small, and if there was some shifting in that area, they thought that it would be enough pressure to start pinching on the nerve and cause irritation wherever it is. What they found since then is that those are actually fairly rare. You have to have like a disc herniation, a disc bulge, or a lot of swelling in that area in order for that to happen, in order for that nerve to get pinched hard enough so that it would affect it coming out there. So it doesn't really explain all of different pinched nerve conditions like sciatica or brachial neuralgia, where the nerves that go down the arms are irritated, because they're not finding those lesions when they do these studies. But what is happening is that you get bones that misalign in a way that your body can't self-correct, and I've explained what that is in different videos. And the posture gets distorted, and what happens is it goes down and forward, and what you see is as this is going down and forward, the spinal cord and the entire nervous system gets stretched, and you'll see these areas here in the neck. You see this here in the mid back, and you'll also get it in the lower back. Because of the tension that occurs when this posture happens, now it becomes very easy for a nerve to get chafed or irritated. It gets irritated just from the stretch. It can also get irritated because now as it's being stretched, it has to go around through those openings, and as it's like if you ever take a hose and you stretch it around the corner of your house, okay, the corner of the house can dig into it if you stretch the hose, but if you let the hose go slack, the corner doesn't dig into the hose. And it's sort of the same idea. When your nervous system is under a lot of tension, it becomes easier for a nerve to get irritated, chafed, and potentially pinched. When this occurs, when that posture is down and forward like that, and the nervous system starts to get a stretch on it. And you can see that in these here.